Hi, Harlem School of the Arts. My name is Jade Simmons and I'm a concert pianist. I am told that I'm going to get to meet you in person in the near future, but until then I thought it'd be kind of cool if you got to know just a little bit more about me before I get to meet you later. So, first things first, as I said earlier, I'm a classical concert pianist, which of course means that my job is an awesome one because I go all over the country, all over the world, and I perform. I've been playing the piano since I was 8 years old, which is actually a pretty late age to start, but I loved it right away. But you know, as much as I love piano, I did tons of other things. I played 3 different sports when I was in high school: volleyball, basketball, I ran track, I was on student council. I also played the viola and the clarinet. I was in the marching band, I was in the drum line, and I was eventually the drum major. So I did tons of things, but it was the piano that I kept coming back to. And when I went to Northwestern University, I actually majored in piano performance. And that's when I knew for sure that the piano was what I wanted to do. So I'm now very lucky, very blessed to be able to say that my career is performing on this instrument, the piano that I love. So we're at home with me in Houston, Texas, and I am sitting at my piano. People always want to know, how much do you practice? Well, when I'm done making this little video for you guys, I'm probably going to spend the next 3 to 4 hours sitting right here at this piano. So I'm procrastinating as long as I can by making this video. I'm going to practice 3 or 4 hours today. In an ideal world, just taking you on a tour around my piano here, in an ideal world, I would probably practice 6 to 8 hours a day. But because of this, let's see if you can see. You see those toys over there in that stroller? That belongs to my little 1.5-year-old son, Jaden. He's the reason I don't get to practice as much as I would like. So when I'm home alone, I have to make up for that lost time. Now, you guys, I'm sure, are practicing about 4 to 5 hours every day, because that's what you have to do. This poster here is one of my favorite, and whenever I'm tired or feeling lazy and don't want to practice, I stare up at this poster. It's my first concert abroad. I gave a concert in Greece a couple years ago, and you can see the only thing you can read is my name, and it says Miss America there. Anyway, I look at that poster and it gives me inspiration. Now, the poster does say Miss America. I was not Miss America. I was first runner-up at Miss America for the year 2000. And that's one of the really cool things about being a musician is, of course, we're practicing to get better at the craft of making music. But for me, the piano has opened up lots of other doors. I wouldn't have been able to even compete in the Miss America pageant had I not had a talent. So for me, the talent part was second nature because the piano was something I had always done. Now that opportunity, I was Miss Chicago and then Miss Illinois before I went to Miss America, and that opportunity allowed me the chance to speak all across the nation on an issue that's very important to me, which is the issue of youth suicide prevention. So it's funny to think that playing the piano granted me that opportunity. It was a life-changing experience, and I owe it, and in the end of the day, I owe it to my talent, actually. Other things that piano has done for me, most recently I was the webcast host of the Van Cliburn competition, which meant I was kind of the face of the Cliburn. I was the TV personality, and the reason I was qualified to do that is because I knew the piano repertoire backwards and forwards, because that's what I do. So I was able to speak, hopefully intelligently, about what these competitors were playing and what they were going through as pianists in the midst of a very grueling competition. I also write articles about the arts, and I even run an art series here in Houston, which presents 4 emerging pianists from all over the world every year. So these are things that I'm doing because of the fact that I am a pianist and that I've spent my lifetime learning about music and learning about the piano. So I have here for you some posters. These are posters from my art series. It's called the Impulse Artist Series, and these are some of the artists that we featured last season. Very diverse group of young pianists. We had a Nigerian pianist, a Chinese American pianist, and a Brazilian pianist. So that's one of my missions, is to see classical music reflect the same diversity that we have in society. The career that I have is kind of an interesting one because I do play traditional piano recitals, Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, Chopin, Rachmaninoff, but I also play some really cool things that add electronics and even hip-hop beats. Hopefully when I get to see you, I'll do a little bit of everything. So you can see that nowadays having a career in classical music doesn't mean that you're confined to a very small box. You can be as creative as you want to, and believe it or not, there's an audience out there that's dying to really be entertained and to be intrigued by the music that's out there. So there's a lot of options, and I'm excited to talk to you about those options when I get to see you, hopefully very soon. So thanks for listening. I hope this is helpful. If any of you have questions for me, you can contact me directly on my website, which is www.jademedia.org. Just click on the contact page and send me a note, ask me a question, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But it does look like I procrastinated long enough, and now I'm going to have to go practice for about 3 or 4 hours today. But I love doing it, so hope to get to see you guys soon. Bye.